On May 1st, the entire globe observes May Day, also known as International Workers' Day. On May Day, like in the majority of other nations, all government, public, and educational institutions are closed. Although the day only became well known in India in 1923, it honors the infamous Haymarket affair that occurred in the US in 1886. The fact that May Day is observed throughout Europe as a herald of spring, a time of fertility and energy, gives it additional cultural significance. May ushers in a new season, one in which the chilly winter weather is replaced by milder conditions and the landscape starts to bloom with fresh life. A sensation of regeneration is brought on by the change of seasons. May Day is a celebration of cooperation and camaraderie. People from all racial and cultural backgrounds join together to celebrate the start of spring by engaging in customs like singing, dancing, and sharing flowers and baskets. As people share in the joys of life, these celebrations foster a sense of community and connection. On May 1st, we also commemorate International Workers' Day, which marks an important moment in the development of workplace rights. Workers in the U.S. organized a nationwide walkout in 1886 to press for an 8-hour workweek. Several workers lost their lives as a result of the violent protests that broke out in Chicago's Haymarket Square. International Workers' Day was established by the International Socialist Conference on May 1st in appreciation of their sacrifice. In general, May Day is a time for joy, harmony, and introspection. It enables us to recognize the value of community and the beauty of environment while simultaneously serving as a reminder of the continuous fight for social justice and workers' rights. May Day honors the laborers' sacrifices and contributions to society. The significance of the day stems back to the period when American employees first began to demonstrate against strict labor regulations, infringement of their rights as workers, terrible working conditions, and long hours at the office. May Day is often associated with laborer struggles in the late 19th century and their ultimate emancipation. During the ceremonies, Comrade Singarveller oversaw the initiation of Dustin, a resolution mandating that everyone get a national holiday on Labor Day from the government. Since that time, May Day has been celebrated every year. At least 2 of the striking employees who were calling for an 8-hour workday rather than the punishing 16-hour workday were murdered by police gunfire on this day. More workers joined the demonstrations after the infamous murder of nonviolent protesters, but it took until 1916 for the U.S. to start recognizing 8-hour workdays. But on May 1, 1923, the Labour Kisan Party of Hindustan was founded, and Comrade Singarveller oversaw the celebrations. This is when people in India began commemorating the day. A resolution mandating that everyone get a national holiday on Labor Day from the government. Since that time, May Day has been celebrated every year. On this day, speeches by labor union leaders and cultural activities are frequent. History of May Day. In 1886, a union of workers in Chicago, Illinois, USA, declared a general strike in support of an 8-hour work week. The strike had become aggressive. The cops began shelling to disperse the throng. Public areas were bombarded with bombs. Several workers were hurt, and many were killed. After a few years, an international movement began with marches and uprisings occurring on International Workers' Day every year. May Day was first observed in India in Chennai, the state capital of Tamil Nadu, in the year 1923. Trade associations will now conduct parades around the nation. Student competitions will be held to help them grasp the value of equality for the working class. Politicians will make remarks on that day. International May Day. International May Day celebrations are common. On May 1st, the bank holiday is uncertain. Instead, it is observed annually on the first Monday in May. May Day received the official Soviet Union endorsement in the 20th century. In England, the festivities include maypole dance and Morris dancing. In 1933, Labor Day became a recognized holiday in Germany. In various states in India, it is a holiday that is observed. India observes Labor Day under several titles. It is known as Kongar Din in Hindi. It is known as Kongar Din in Marathi and Usai Palar Dinam in Tamil.